Sorry it's been a minute since I posted on this channel. I've just been super busy with doing all these lawn makeovers. Season is finally kicking off. We're in the middle of May now and it's prime season for grass growing and mowing. So got all my equipment here. It's actually Monday. I'm going to take you through kind of a day in the life of a lawn makeover YouTuber. I guess now, since most of you know, I'm doing this full time now where I go out and I help people mow their overgrown lawns. I don't charge them anything, but however, I do get paid from the social media end of things. So that's how that system works. And I'm able to, provide free service for those people, which is a benefit for them because, most of these cleanups, if they were quoted by companies, they would charge me, $300, $400, $500. Some of the projects I've done took me multiple days, which would accumulate to over $1,000 for sure from big companies. So just letting you guys know how that works. And so today, again, I'm going to take you through not a day in the life. I think I said a day in the life, a week in the life. So I'm going to show you my whole week. Today is Monday. Today is scouting day. So we're going to actually have to find some properties. We didn't see any that we got on the schedule for this week. So I'm going to go out, see what we can find, knock on some doors, and hopefully get them on the schedule for this week. So that way we can not only have a video for this Sunday, but have do other projects and store those videos away for the winter time for you guys. I did buy a little husky table. This one was from Home Depot. It's got 2 drawers and I think it's a 52-inch. It's just for cleaning my firearms. And then I do need to do an updated toolbox tour. I got a lot more tools that I think you guys would like to see if you're into tools. Target stands, my mowers, nothing really has changed. I do want to sell the Flex or the Toro Revolution 6-bay charger. I really like the single charger. The 6-bay really takes up a lot of space. I might have to either hang it up here or just sell it. The only piece of Revolution equipment that I really like using is the Toro Turfmaster HDX, just for now. I do want to sell the Toro Revolution string trimmer because I favor the steel over the Toro Revolution. And I also want to sell my Toro Revolution backpack blower. And of course that's because I use the BR700 and it's got enough power for me when I'm blowing out the, blowing off properties, driveways, and concrete and all that. And then just something to mention about, partnerships and, working with brands. And the thing people don't realize is when they start sending you a lot of equipment, well, you're not going to use it all every single day, so you need a place to store it. So this equipment takes up a lot of space. And now since we have the initial agreement with Toro, that came to an end, I want to start getting rid of some of the equipment. So the first piece of equipment I want to sell is the Pro Force blower. And all these attachments are for the Toro Multiforce. So let me show you something funny. It got kind of hot over the weekend, so put some tarp over the mulch force and did a cold plunge there. Anyways, I don't want to sell the mulch force. That's what I use. This, what is this? Is this the this is the mega bucket mega attachment. I want to keep that. This, I believe, is the plow. I want to keep that. I eventually will want to sell the sweeper attachment, and I definitely want to sell the snowblower attachment. The reason why I want to sell them is because they take a long time to install. I really like the quick installs like the plow, the bucket, the blower, the sweeper, and the snowblower. All, actually not the blower. The blower is just a little bit time consuming to install. But it works great for fall cleanups. The sweeper attachment, I used it a few times and it's great for, clearing debris and rocks and all that. But it does take a while to install and you have to remove the mower deck. So that's one drawback. The mower deck, if you're actively using the mower like I am, then, in order to use both the mower and the sweeper attachment, you can't use both at the same time. You have to use one or the other. So, and then you have to install the high flow kit. So it's just time consuming. So that's why I am eventually going to sell it. And then the snowblower attachment, same thing. You know, it takes forever to install, and you know, I would rather use a plow than a snowblower attachment. And eventually put this on the market. This is the bed redefiner made by Steel. I honestly, this just sits back here and starting to rust up a bit. I gotta clean off that rust. As you can see, it's barely used, and I barely used that thing, so that's going up for sale. And of course the good old tires. I gotta sell these things. So yeah, a lot to sell, a lot to do, and busy week. We got a busy week. So I would rather stay busy creating lawn care content, shooting and recording videos, rather than selling equipment. But you know, you got to do both eventually. So it's there's a lot of time involved into everything. And so let's go ahead and hit the road and scout out some properties.
Trying to attend more of their events this year and stuff like that. And so
listening to the Lawn Care Talk by Tony Rudolph. Check it out. It's a good podcast for all you lawn care guys and gals out there. Rookie mistake. I actually forgot to show you guys, but I found a property. But I already got all my equipment loaded up and ready to mow it. But I'll show you the equipment I'm running. Exmark Staris, and I got the Toro. All the attachments, backpack blower, steel combi, more steel combi, little chainsaw. Here's the property. GoPros have a hard time of actually showing the overgrowth, especially the wide shot angle, but this is the backyard. There's a hole here, we have to be careful, and it loops around. We're gonna clean up, bag all this grass. And we also have front yard, front and side yard. Needs to be mowed. Edges needs to be restored. This emerald arborvitae needs to be trimmed back. I think that's emerald arborvitae. Cut back away from the steps, concrete. Got a gate here. More grass. And more grass here. So yeah, edge needs to be restored. We're going to haul away these branches. Nice lilac bush. And clean up the street. And that video you will see on the main channel. This is more of a vlog style channel, I guess you could say, and equipment repairs and all that. So if you want to see the actual makeover, head on over to the Phil's Lawn Care channel, and the video should be up. I believe it should be up. If not, it's going to be released this Sunday, 9 a.m. Stay tuned. Okay, fine. I'll show you a little bit of the project. This is the behind the scenes channel. So all I've done so far was clean up the edge. Nice. It's a corner lot, goes all the way around. And then we did the driveway and this little kind of a shop area. All this was covered. Now I usually don't edge asphalt because there's no hard edge, but you know, this one really needed something. So I just went ahead and edged it. just found where it drops off and took an edger blade all the way along. So far edging is done. Now all we gotta do is trim it and mow it and blow it off and we'll be done. I'm so tired. I've been here for over 4 hours. 9,350 steps. I burned 579 calories. Been working out, I guess, for 113 minutes. Let me show you what's been going on, how it looks. So this is how it turned out. All done. Blew everything off. Picked up all the sticks and limbs over there. Trimmed, edged, mowed, bagged, hedge trimmed back. Now you got a nice gap, like it should be. Rounded it out a bit. Make it easier for the next guy that's gonna come and trim, and we're gonna give him recommendations for some reputable companies. All cleaned up. And I got this to grab. Time to get out of here. Go to the dump. Look how much debris I'm hauling away. It's got to be like 500 pounds worth at least. We'll measure it at the dump. Look at this. Stay. Full truck bed, grass on top, dirt and sod on the bottom, and here's all the limbs. Got to get my cones. Spencer Lawn Care cone flip onto the cone caddy. No way. Very close. We got one more shot. One more chance. One more opportunity. All right, here we go. I wonder if the neighbors are looking out the window like, what is this guy doing? All right, ready? About 6 feet. Well, that one was closer. Anyways, until next time, we'll see you guys at the dump. Gonna be a long wait. Long line at the dump. All right, just unloaded. Got all sorts of people at the dump. Big lawn companies, small lawn company, small outfit. Got an elderly gentleman there. And let's see what he's got. He does the trash can method with a push mower. And that's how he rolls. Then we got other guys. The guy parked next to him has a huge trailer. And he's got a Kubota. Let's oh, there goes that guy. And a 4x4 Jeep. Oh man. He's dragging a bag. It got clipped by his gate. Oops. But hope he realizes that. He went the wrong way too. Maybe we'll beat him. Here's the Kubota. It's running, wasting fuel. He's got, looked like a Toro 21-inch recycler push mower. They got a nice trailer. I like that trailer. Might get one. Let's see if we can beat the guy. Oh no, we're stuck in line. They need to open up a second lane. I'm not sure why they got one lane open. But after this, I'm literally gonna go scout for another property. So day's not over. It's 3:33. Day's not over. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Net weight 480. See, I was pretty close. 480, and we paid $15.60 to unload. Wow. Go, 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 go. All right, time to find the next one. All right, I found this one. I knocked on the door and nobody answered, so I'm gonna get some material and leave it at their door. Again, GoPro does not show the actual overgrowth. Let me see, where's my material? There we go. Would you like free lawn mowing? I'll leave that at their door. Hopefully they give me a call, but we'll be back if anything. All right, left some material at another house. There it is right there, that pink one with this Subaru. Looks pretty overgrown. I'm not sure how the backyard is, but we left some material and we'll check up on it. That's all we can do really when we knock and they don't answer. Another overgrown one. If you look closely though, they got a brand new John Deere mower back there. Might have to zoom in and post. I don't know what's going on. Oh, we got it marked down. Good morning, y'all. It is Tuesday and my battery just died, so I had to replace it. Good morning, y'all. It is Tuesday. Just uploading some videos, doing my daily content. If you guys don't know, I am on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, and I try to post daily like reels and shorts on there, so go ahead, check those profiles out. If you didn't know, I was on there. So I do post, you know, one a day, and then long form content I do one a week on YouTube and Facebook. So just for clarification there. But I need to, well, first of all, we need to scout, since last night we had no luck of finding a property. So, excuse me, I just had my coffee and a few eggs. But we need to scout for a makeover that we can do either today or tomorrow. But I got a surprise for you. I did get a call from Coeur d'Alene Tractor, and they got something for me that Toro sent me. So stay tuned for that. I haven't shared it publicly with anybody, so you guys are the first to know. Well, actually, I did share it with one person, so I just remembered who I shared it with. But yeah, stay tuned for that. You'll see it here during this Tuesday. So happy Tuesday to everybody. Let's see what Tuesday consists of. Turn my truck off. I want to show you something. So I cleaned up, removed all the water from my mulch force. So now I'm just preparing for, I don't know, preparing for the day, I guess. Hopefully I land something. Oh, let's see who this is. Look at that. This is Phil.
Phil, good morning. Brett with Coeur d'Alene Tractor.
How you doing, Brett?
Hey, got your new machine all ready to go for you.
Sweet. I'll be in to grab it.
Okay. You gonna be pretty quick, or it'd be later this afternoon, or right away?
It's going to be about half hour.
Okay. All right. Cool. We'll see you then.
All right. See ya. Sweet. So we're going to go pick it up right away after we're done prepping. So here's from the job I did yesterday. Some of you might say, well, it's still got some life left. Guys, I love using sharp blades. And the one that's used is not sharp. Even if you flip it, it's gonna vibrate on you. You're gonna feel a bunch of vibrations from your edger. That's just what I've noticed using, I think this is USA Mower Blade brand, and I get these off Amazon, a pack of 50 and 100 for, I don't even know how much they are, but so this one I used a lot more, used it up on a job, and sometimes I go through 2 per job. I just like to use a really sharp one. So yeah, I'm picky like that, but There are them side by side, and as you can see, I used one more than the other. But I never used the other side. I've tried it many times, and every time I try to flip it and use this sharper side, my edger vibrates. So now I'm gonna drill holes through them and set them up for plinking. So yeah, there's always a purpose for old lawnmower blades and edger blades. You can use them for plinking with a 22. All right, we are here and I already see it. That thing is a beef stick, man. So if you guys don't remember, I went to that Toro event and I actually I went on a test drive on one of these, but it wasn't the 60-inch, it was the bigger 72-inch. But I chose a 60 because that is what will fit on my trailer. Brent went ahead and parked the regular grandstand right by it. If you look at the side-by-side comparison, it's humorous. I mean, small frame on this guy, and look at the large beam frame on this one. Man, the tires, look at the tire size. I think these are 22s, and I think these are 18s or something. 20s, 20 by 10, and this one is 24 by 12. And this is very similar to what I have, but this is just a grandstand and it's not the multi-force, so it doesn't have the hitch. Mine does, but essentially it's the same thing. So what we're looking at is what I'm currently using and what I now will be using for the overgrown lawns. The padding has changed up as well. So you got this mesh material here, and then what is this, leather or something?
Vinyl.
Vinyl, but much more premium feel. A little bit. Oh yeah, yep. And that's stitched in, so that's pretty nice. But man, what a difference. Another cool thing, what I've noticed and what Brett told me, he didn't want to be on camera, we'll catch him next time, is that it doesn't have a throttle like we would see on like a regular, well, I'll do a comparison with my multi-force at home, but it's got low, medium, which is adjustable, it adjusts by itself, and since it's CFI, and it's got a fast mode. So you got those three modes. There's no throttle. Here's your brake, here's your hydraulic oil. For reference, for the record, 0.2 hours. And I'm ready to put this thing on some super tall grass. All right, we're at the gas station, gotta fuel up. And I always recommend, guys, if this is available in your city, get this kind of gas in all of your equipment. It's ethanol free premium fuel. So we're gonna click here and refuel for the first time the Grandstand HDX. All right, we got it fueled up back in the shop, and I put them side by side, kind of. I was doing some thumbnail work, but look at this thing, man. Just a big giant compared to the multi-force, which has a 52-inch deck, smaller front casters. So let's see, it's a 13 by 6.5 by 6, and the casters on the Grandstand are 11 by 4 by 5, I believe. Maybe even smaller, maybe 4, but I think 5. So 6-inch rim, 5-inch rim front, and I think I already mentioned the tire size, 20 by 10 by 8, and this one is 24 by 12 by 12. Nice rim. So 26.5 Kohler EFI, and this is a 37 Vanguard EFI, so 993 cc. I believe they make a Briggs, or not a Briggs, but a Kawasaki 1000 FX. So you can get two different engine models. So if you prefer Briggs over Kawasaki, you can get a Briggs, or you can get a Kawasaki. So then of course the oil guard system. Have to replace the oil after 500 hours, so that shouldn't be a problem. I shouldn't have to replace it for a very long time. And yeah, that's about it for now. Nice little hood here. Quick access to all my belts and pulleys. And my battery as well. And also the left side of the engine. You know, components that if I ever need to go and try to repair myself, I can do so. Donaldson air filter comes standard on the Briggs commercial mowers, and then the muffler is pointed to the front, so it's not a side exhaust, it's not an up exhaust. I've seen some mowers with an exhaust pointed up, and it directly blows into the operator's face. I'm not sure why some companies choose to do that. So. And no, you don't sit on the mower like this and drive around and let your buddy drive you around, because that's dangerous. That's a big no. Don't ever do that. Don't even think about it. Enough talking. Let's go ahead and cut some grass with it. What you guys think? So far so good, right? Striped up the lawn really nice. That turbo force deck is no joke. The thing will reminds me of a walker mower. You know, walker mowers, they lay down, they fold the grass. That's why on some walker mowers get those really vibrant stripes. So we got some overgrown tall stuff over here. Let's go ahead and see how it does on some of this overgrown stuff. 0.3 hours. So not bad. So I just want to say thank you to George Young for letting me cut part of his field here. I called him, he's like, oh, I'm out of town, but go ahead, test out your new equipment. So got to test it out, and now it's just going scouting and finding a property where we can put this thing on, hopefully. If not, if we're just going to be using the stars on a property today, that's okay too. But yeah, Young's Nursery, if you're in the area, come check it out. I think it's open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, somewhere around there. It's got a lot of good stuff over here. So all your plants, trees, shrubs, berries, and all the rest of your needs you can find at Young Nursery. Found an overgrown field. This would be perfect for the grandstand HDX. Now comes down here, so there's a hill, goes all the way down, and then look at this. This is unmowable with a lawnmower. You have to trim all of this. You can hide in the grass. It's up to my knees. Yeah, but definitely no mower on this, but we can get pretty close, I'd say. Looks like someone drove through here. It's pretty funny. So that's my upcoming project. There's a bunch of hidden branches and everything, and we want to get those out of the way. We don't want to try. We want to try our best to not damage our brand new mower blade spindles. See all these branches, and there's a bunch of leaves too on top of that. Who knows what's hiding in the thick stuff? We got to be careful with getting real close to the edge, because right here is where it like drops off, and once your mower slides in here, there's no going back. You're free falling with your tires spinning back. You guys ever had that happen? I've had that happen one time, and it was the scariest, one of the scariest encounters in my life. I almost went off of a landscaping wall, retaining wall. It was wet, overgrown, and this was before I was making content. I slid right on down, both levers, this was on a sit down, both levers back, and couldn't stop myself, and just made skid marks all along the lawn. I got too close to the edge. Don't get too close. See, it kind of loops here. This is even scarier. This stuff is like 3 feet high, and I can't even see where the drop off is. Right here somewhere. I probably won't even attempt to use a mower on this. First time I came out, there was a cat randomly hiding. So this is like, yeah, look at that drop off. Lose control, you're gone. Yeah. So I'm thinking probably like a 60 to 70 degree downward incline. This is gonna be pretty easy. Wish me luck. didn't even see these. I did a walkthrough before filming any of the behind the scenes or long form Phil's Lawn Care content, and still run into hidden stuff. That's the deal with mowing overgrown lots. So far so good, no issues. I nicked a couple rocks, but that's okay. That's the reason why I asked Toro to send me this product, you know, so we could use it on overgrown stuff like this. We're gonna try to baby this thing, but you know, it's gonna see some crazy overgrown grass. It's not gonna see any pristine lawns, because that's not really what we do. So, but it cut really nice. I like the 60-inch deck width, and just like on every mower, it's not going to be super clean on your first pass. And man, this thing was, I was doing wheelies up here on this hill. So it's not going to be super clean on your first pass. What I mean by that is this. See those like spots that were missed? They weren't really missed, it was just folded down because it was so overgrown. And they spring back up after the mower rides through them, and there's no air pushing them down or up. So I guess it pushes it down and then it pushes it back up, and the blades miss it. But no mower is perfect, but I have noticed a few of them in some areas. Other than that, man, phenomenal. Didn't bog once. Not one time did it bog in this overgrown craziness. That's as far as I'm willing to take that. Look at this. Look how close I was. And then there's a hill right here. If I go up here and mow, it's gonna drop me right down. No thanks. Well, I guess my GoPro overheated. Let me clean it off. It doesn't like to record 4K 60 frames per second for more than like 12-13 minutes. But I gotta say, it is pretty sunny out. It's probably like 75, so that affects it. And I got it in a metal case, so I need to take it out of there. But that's one pass. I'm gonna go ahead and do a second pass. Already trashed. Oh, I gotta love it. Hey, what is this? It's not tight enough? Let's see, oil. It should be tight enough. Oh man, yeah. So far so good. No problems whatsoever. All done. Oh, get the AC rolling, get the AC rolling. Get some water. Got to stay hydrated when you are when you're mowing lawns. Oh man, these Darwin's grip gloves get my hands all sweaty. Galaxy earbuds, or Buds Pro 2, I think. This is what my go-to is for ear protection. Come in a little case like this, kind of like what your AirPods would. I run Samsung products, so for all of you Apple fans, you probably would consider getting some AirPods instead. So blast the AC. Oh man, time to go home. Today was a successful day. I really enjoyed working today and actually getting to use my my grandstand HDX on some overgrown grass, like actual overgrown. I really do appreciate George letting us cut some grass, some regular grass, but we needed to get it on some overgrown grass, and it did the job. Easily did the job.
All right, here we go.
There's always a line at the wash, but we're getting closer and closer to our turn. But might as well watch some old Greg Chisholm Geek to Freak Don't Be Scared videos. I'm catching up because he's been on a roll with uploading all of his old ones, and he's been doing some new ones. So check out Greg Chisholm Don't Be Scared. Wait, Don't Be Scared Lawn Care. He changed it. So Don't Be Scared Lawn Care. Check that out. Please be open. Yeah! Tacos lunch. Wait, taco los panchos? Alright, got my tacos ordered. I got 2 al pastor, or pastor tacos, and 2 shredded beef tacos. They gave me a little buzzer. But right across the street, I spy an overgrown lawn. It's not too crazy, but it needs some help. All right, the moment of truth, the moment you've all been waiting for. The moment I've been waiting for. That is some good stuff. 2 shredded beef, 2 al pastor, and 1 hungry lawn care guy. These people, and then I'm heading to the dump. I'll pick up the girls, and we're gonna get some food. Yeah, I'm still listening to Greg.
Water. Thank goodness.
But this lawn overgrows.
I'm going till dark.
Sorry. This lawn overgrows every single year. All right, I'm back. Let's get this garbage thrown away. Where's he at? Oh, there you are. Hey, boy. How you doing, Coda? How you doing? What you want? Oh, you want a treat? Hey, you want a treat? I don't got a treat. I know where one is, though. And I think you know where one is, too. Go get it. Where is it? I don't got nothing. sit. You shake. Good boy. Oh yeah, got one right here. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, he's tracking. Come on, outside. We don't need in the garage. How did he squeeze through that? Alright, say it. Smell it. Smell it. Smell. Smell. Good boy. Go. Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday. Gotta load up, and before I do, gotta load up a lot of water. And also, I'm still drinking this Element stuff. It's just electrolytes. It's a salt packet, flavored salt packet. This one is watermelon salt. I've been really digging the watermelon. I have the raspberry, the orange, the citrus, and I think there's like a chocolate flavor, which definite no on that. But you take some of this, pour it in. Again, it's just flavored salt, that's all it is. And grab your bottle, shake it up, and you got electrolytes in a bottle ready to go. You know exactly what's in there, water and salt. That's all you need to stay hydrated with the proper amount of electrolytes in your system. You want to have electrolytes, especially if you're working outdoors, especially for those of you guys that are mowing lawns. Have an electrolyte drink, but stay away from all the sugary electrolyte drinks. That was a problem I was running into a while ago until I got a sponsor from Element, and they sent me a bunch of packages, and I've been really enjoying the product. So the cool thing about today is, well, first of all, it's a beautiful day out, clear skies, and it's not too hot. It's actually pretty cool. I'm still wearing a shirt, and I got my fishing pants on along with Cujo yard shoes. So the cool thing about this property that we just showed up at, front yard is not overgrown, but wait until you see the back. I found this yard. The front yard was a bit overgrown, not as crazy as the backyard. And I knocked on her door yesterday just because I was scouting. I was trying to find a property to do for today. And I knocked on that door yesterday and she answered, but she said that she had somebody already coming out planned for to do it. So I'm like, well, you know, I'll leave my card, and just in case, you know, something does happen, if they don't show up or whatever, give me a call. So I left my card, drove on out, and then that evening she calls me and she's like, well, they did the front yard, but I guess they didn't have time. I'm thinking that they probably saw the backyard. They're like, no way, Jose. So we're gonna take care of the backyard for her, and she's actually moving out. It's a rental. She's moving out, and they're having home inspection come. I don't know, I think Friday or something like that. So the yard needs to be, of course, kept up, or else she's gonna get fined, or she's gonna have to pay a fee. So got my equipment. I'll show you what equipment we're running today. Of course, I got the Exmark Stars. I dropped off the big mower at home. Don't need it for this property. Got the Steel KMA 135R battery trimmer, and, well, half of a edger. The edger is connected to my KM 131. I actually really need to just mount the KM 131 since I use it so often. I used to use this one quite often because I would always edge maintained edges. But this KM 130 or KMA 135R doesn't do well with overgrown edges. Then we also have the Turfmaster HDX, which I brought with me because I thought I might need it, but by the looks of things, the backyard gate is wide enough for the Stars. Check this out. So yeah, front yard is mowed. Clearly they didn't edge. We're gonna put a nice edge on it. But there's still some, they didn't do a super nice job mowing it. I mean, they mowed it probably at like a super high setting. On camera, of course, it doesn't show. And then they didn't trim the beds or blow them out. They didn't do any trimming at all. Here's the back. Dog trail. Yeah, we got, you know, 6 inches to a foot, maybe 1.5 feet in some places. And yeah, the gate is wide enough for our X mark stars if we remove the bagging system, which we will. And there you go. So loops all the way around. We got to cut this stuff before it dries. I don't know if this property has a sprinkler system or not, but definitely needs some water, that's for sure. And this is where it ends. So not too bad, not too bad. I've seen worse, definitely. So now it's a matter of beginning. I'm going to be doing a Phil's lawn care video on this, so I won't show you guys much, but maybe I'll show you some highlights or something. All right, see you in a bit. Look at this. It says the number one thing that breaks on steel combi units. Number one thing I do not like about this, and what that is are these little plastic sleeves. They hold the drive shafts, and sometimes the retainer clip there breaks, and so the sleeve slides right off. Here, let me try to. I've done a repair video on this channel, and it's super easy to replace, but it's just a pain in the neck. So this sleeve holds the shaft so it doesn't slide out, but if the retainer clip breaks, the sleeve comes out along with the shaft. So, and they're like $4 or $5 a piece, I think. We're gonna go to the steel dealer today at the good old Walmart. I'm gonna check out what's in their nursery. Got a lot of fruit trees. Oh, the willow. Can't just let the wind knock some of this stuff. Do they even got a worker out here? I don't think so. Man, that's nice. That's a nice one. I like this one. $79 for this Japanese maple. It's got a nice shape. What are these? Privet edge. Walmart greenhouse got me again. Every time I go there, I pick up a new plant to plant at home. So this time I got a double knockout. I saw this thing last time I was here, and I'm like, man, I want to purchase one. So I finally picked a double knockout rose up. Hold on, this is heavy. This thing is heavy. Will it fit in my truck? Oh, fits just right. That's not we're not far from home. And then I got 10-inch gardenia, or gardenia, however you pronounce it. You can kind of tell my style. Now we got 3 gaps to fill, so. And then this is a 10-inch hibiscus standard. So this one definitely needs some water. Whoa. So, well, about an inch in, it's still a little moist, so not too bad. But we're gonna put some water on that for sure. Plant them. See you at home. All right, and finished planting. Got all my drip system stuff here. Ran drip lines everywhere. Each one. I just tapped from the burning bush. Split it here, split it there, split a line there. So I think it looks pretty nice. I need to get a not wire, but just something to hold this. I think this is the gardenia, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Look how shiny the leaves are. This is an outdoor plant, I think for zone 7 or 8 through 11 or something like that. Pretty high zone, and we're in zone 6, so we'll see if this plant or flower survives. Good morning, guys. Welcome back. It is Thursday, and it is a day of scouting. So before we do that, possibly 3 years, it is time for me to do something which I thought, well, I figured I'd do it eventually, and that is to throw away these boots. These have lasted me, I'm honestly thinking 3 years. These are the Georgia boot Eagle ones. Really nice boot. They do have some weight to them, but they're non-steel toe. And look at this. You can see right through there. I've replaced the soles probably 2 or 3 times. They're non-original, and they're starting to split. And my feet are getting wet, and so it's time to throw them away. So I will do the honors. Bye-bye. So what am I wearing now? Well, now, these are not new. These are a year old. I wore these last year for the very long time, and they're super lightweight. They are Cujo yard shoe. That's what they're called. And so bam, super lightweight. I like the design of no laces. They do make other yard shoes, like the X ones and all those boots, the boot style, and like just the shoe style, regular shoe style, not the slip-on ones that I like. And those have laces, and I'm laceless kind of guy. When it comes to boots, when it comes to yard shoes, it's got to be laceless. So that's why I like the Cujo yard shoe. So I'm gonna ask them if they have a red version. And see, this one's like a I don't know, light green with a lime green outlining and stitching. They have one that's, I think, either gray and black and red stitching. So that'll match nicely with the tour equipment. Maybe we'll have them send us out a pair. Gotta pick up my free bag of coffee. I got my hands full. Oh, and I'm not in wide shot. Hold on. In wide shot, you could see me a little bit better, but that's Life Coffee, local coffee shop. I get a free bag of coffee from them every single month, and I just pick up a nice caramel latte. And I pay them a year subscription. As you probably saw, that they had 2 TVs there. And I don't know, every 4 or 5 minutes my slide comes on, because they have a lot of members, but my slide comes on for about 8 seconds, and people can scan the QR code and see all of my videos and also ask for service. So I left my material there, and I get to advertise there. So I pay I think it's like $500 a year, and it comes with a lot of perks. Like I said, you get free coffee and a few other things. Whoa, why am I so pale? Must be the exposure. All right, guess where we're at. Remember yesterday I was talking about those broken sleeves? I never made it to the dealer. So we're back at the dealer, Reagan Equipment and Irrigation. That is my go-to dealer for all steel products. I don't use John Deere, nor do I use Honda.
This guy, isn't it?
That's it. Yep.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Are they like $5 a piece or something? Because steel is ridiculously overpriced.
$5.99 each.
$5.99 for plastic.
Special molded plastic.
Special molded.
Yeah.
Yeah, special molded plastic that breaks.
Don't shoot the messengers.
I know. Yeah, I wish they'd change the design, make it like more durable.
Is that right? Do they break pretty easy? when
Yeah,
you
this
go
part
in and
here.
out a lot?
This part here
Oh,
breaks,
the little
and then it
button
starts
thing?
spinning,
Yeah.
and it just slides right out, and then your shaft slides out.
Right.
You get a bunch of dirt in there, and
Yeah.
it's no good. So,
Yeah.
I'll take 2 more, please.
Okay, 4 of them?
Yeah, 4. Yeah.
All right, thanks, Philip.
Thank you. I'll just look around here.
You bet.
Thank you, Hank. Take care of yourself.
That's nice.
I know, look at you.
It's a big battery cell with a big price.
Only one? Are you saying it's one? This is Robin's book, man. Hey. Oh, no.
See if there's anything new. Nothing new. Oh, there's a nice fuel injected 500i. Oh, there it is. Yeah, the prices on fuel injected equipment is crazy. You see that saw? It's $1,600. I bought a car for my brother-in-law, I think 3 years ago, for $1,200. A car. You either buy a car or a saw. You make the choice. Oh man, yeah. Steel, I love steel, but it's so expensive. So I paid out the door $25.40 for 5 plastic sleeves. No, 4 plastic sleeves, guys. Steel, if you're listening to this, anyone in the steel department, please change this design, please. This little thing, this little retainer here, right here, thing breaks all the time. It just shears off. And us guys, we don't want to be paying $6 for a little piece of plastic. Come on, man. All right, time to repair it. It's honestly one of the easiest repairs, but got a shaft that's sliding out. Just pull out your attachment, and then what I like to do is I want to make sure that my shaft doesn't have any of that gunk on it. So I'm going to take a little rag with some lubricant and clean off the shaft prior to installing the sleeve. Here I got some super lube. It's FS super lube. It's for your trimmers and all of those grease ports that you see on steel equipment. I'm gonna set that down, pull the shaft out, and don't be afraid to pull it out completely. That's what they're designed to do. This is a solid shaft, it doesn't bend. Steel does make flexible shafts. The flexible shafts you'll see on like the curved shaft edgers and curved shaft trimmers. So just gonna grab your rag, clean off all the old grease. It's okay if you don't get all of it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Your main objective is to get all the dirt off. Once you got all the dirt off, take your lube, put it on your finger, and lubricate the drive shaft completely. You just want a nice coating on it. Grab your finger, loop it around like that, like this, and run it along the shaft like that. If you got too much, you can wipe it off, whatever. go, that's good. Insert your shaft with this piece on the top, like that. Drop it in, give it a twist. Now grab your sleeve. Again, I really wish they'd make metal ones, so that way we don't have to replace them. Part number 4140-791-7207. This is pretty self-explanatory. You see the open hole there? That's where this piece is gonna go. Just gonna slide it in. It should click into place, just like that. Making a trip over to Home Depot, got to get some drip fittings, and I also need to see about getting some more shelving hooks. All right, I got all the equipment lined up, and it is Friday, so that means it is tune-up day. So we gotta pressure wash all these equipment, blow out all the air filters. We also need to clean up the tires, make sure they're inflated, sharpen the blades, of course, that's a must when dealing with overgrown lawns, because also we need to check for damages. So if we have a bent blade, we're gonna replace it. But I do wanna go to the dealer, get the sizes of my blades, and then go get extra blades because I actually ran out. So but that's what we're gonna be doing today. And also we're gonna be pressure washing our battery equipment from here on out. And we need to restring some of the heads because we ran out of string trimmer line on some of the trimmer heads, and we keep extra in stock. And last but not least, change the blade and do some other miscellaneous things like take the mower deck off of the multi-force and install the mulch dump bucket, since we are using that on some of the properties. So we don't need the deck anymore on the multi-force. We're going to store that away because we have the 60-inch Grandstand HDX as our primary big mower. So that way we'll, one, save some weight, and even though we still can run the mulch force with the mower deck, we can't run some of the other attachments like the power sweeper and you know, and a few other ones. So we have to take the mower deck off. That's the best thing we're gonna do. And you guys hear that? All right, got all the grass scraped off. Look at all that. That was underneath the deck. And you want to do that at least once a week if you're mowing lawns every single day. But even if you're a homeowner, I'd recommend at least cleaning the underside of your deck every single week, sharpening your blade maybe once a month. That would really benefit, and it will really change the quality of cut on your machine. So you want to keep the blade sharp. I'm using a RBG 712. This is a commercial blade grinder. This is something you homeowners probably shouldn't get unless you're sharpening a lot of blades. And I just did one pass, and it looks pretty nice. I know, don't think I sharpen the backside. I really don't. I'm just getting the high spots nicked down and not sharpening the back, because you don't want to actually sharpen the backside. At least that's what I was taught. So you bring down the high spots on the back, and then you sharpen the front side. You want to do it in equal portions, and then get yourself a blade balancer. This is a more expensive blade balancer. It's like $70 or $80 on Amazon. Then you let go of your blade, see which side is more heavier. And so as you can see, the right side is more heavier, so I got to do more passes on this side in order for the blade to be balanced. Actually, correction, not this side. You got to take off more of this side since this is the heavier side. So we're going to do less passes here and more passes here. Sometimes I'll take a Sharpie and put an X, but since I've already started on this side, I kind of already know that, you know, we'll do 3 passes here and more than likely like 5 or 6 passes here. It should be like this when I let go. It should be equal. Then this bar here, you can also check to make sure that the blade is not bent. So you bring it all the way to the end there, where it maybe just barely touches, maybe not. And you spin the other side, and if there's a big touch difference, see this one touches just a bit and this side doesn't, that means there's a slight bend in the blade, but it's not a lot. So it's maybe like a 1/16 of an inch. Anything 1/4 inch or above, I would recommend replacing the blade completely, because it's going to wear out your spindles prematurely, and it's going to cause vibrations on top of that. So I'm going to go ahead and clean up all the equipment, sharpen all the blades, and yeah, at least sharpen these ones, and then maybe jump back on the camera. See you soon. Two perfect blades. As you can see, we mow overgrown lawns, so crazy nicks like that is just something we deal with on a daily basis. But both blades are sharpened, balanced, and they're not bent. Maybe like a 1/16, but nothing that will affect the performance. You can also put some anti-seize on here. As you can see, I already have some. I already put some anti-seize and it's still holding up, so I won't need to put any on there. Okay, time to get it off of the pump jack. Set it aside. And the next thing I do is blow out the air filter. Well, I guess we don't need these anymore, nor do we need these. I put ear protection and safety glasses on when I sharpen blades. That is a must. That is a must. But when you're just cleaning the deck and, you know, moving it back and forth and like blowing out air filters, even when you use the compressed air, you want to put some earplugs in. I want to go get my earbuds, and so we're going to do that. Check the oil, air pressure, and then put it out on the driveway for it to be pressure washed. Got the air hooked up. It's my Aris air gun. Let's see this air filter. I honestly haven't checked in a minute. So ever since we tuned it up from October or November, and I mowed California with it, and I haven't tuned it up, so not too bad, honestly. Just loosen up this wing screw. Air filter should pop out. Yeah, not too bad at all. We're gonna blow it out since we don't have one in stock, and throw it back on the machine, and then do the rest of the stuff. Got it all set up, cleaned, well, blade sharpened, set them up outside, ready for a pressure wash. And here's the pressure washer I'm using. Just an electric Ryobi, 1600 PSI. All pressure washed and cleaned up. Now time to take the mower deck off. All right, so here's where we're at so far. So I did decide that I'm going to be running the sweeper attachment for the rest of the season. And because I've already used the mulch force for some videos, so decided to get the sweeper going on some content. The number one thing I do not like about the multi-force is you have to constantly replace brackets for each part, or for each attachment. So this plate here, I just installed. This is what I removed. Each attachment like has their own plate. This is for the mulch force. You got a plate for the snow blower. You know, you got a plate for, I don't know what that one is for. Probably for the leaf blower. So here's all my Toro stuff. And then you got the belts, and I'm gonna install the high flow kit. And I'm probably going to install the winter tires and wheel weights, because that's what's recommended when you want to run the sweeper attachment. One more thing I have to install, where is it? Is this plate here for the high flow hydraulics, and you have to remove this when you install the deck. See what I mean by it gets a little bit complicated when you start to go from one attachment to another. It takes time to, you know, set things up, and that's why it's nice to have one dedicated machine for attachment and then have another dedicated machine to mow with. And guess what? Got some monies. I sold those wheels and tires that have been sitting on the side of my yard forever. Some guy actually bought them. I asked 150. He's like, would you take 100? I'm like, I'll take 120. He's like, well, I don't got any 10, so here's 130. So there we go. Got the sweeper attachment installed. I actually went and swept up a friend of mine's driveway. He's got a new home built over there, and he got a bunch of dirt. So the first thing we had to do was wet it down, because it was just kicking up so much dust. And I didn't want to shoot any content because I was due at 5:15 to meet that guy to sell the tires. So, yep. Things are slowly starting to open up here on the side of the yard. So no more wheels and tires. Sweeper attachment gone. We might actually have to I want to take the blower and move it over like here, and then take the what is it? The bully bucket. There we go. The bully bucket, and set it upright to save space, and kind of push it and put it somewhere here, and then take the plow, move it here, so that way this area opens up and there's more room for me to get a mower back there and mow my yard. And yeah, that's where the cats live. That ain't chickens. Cats used to live in the garage. Now they live outside, and it's heated and everything. We ran a extension cord over there with a heater and all that, so they're really enjoying the area. But Coda, where you at? Who let you inside the garage? Hey, come here. Oh, I know what he wants. You want a treat? Is that what you want? All right, come on. We'll finish off the video by giving Coda a treat. And there you go, Monday through Friday, got some content in. Sorry I didn't get a lot of content in on Thursday, but Friday, I'm actually not done working. It's like 5:30. And I know I said already in the video that I try to end at 5, so that way I don't burn myself out, but this is the most important thing, and that is to edit a long form content video for you guys for Sunday. That's what I gotta do left for the day. So I'll grill up some steaks, and then I'll edit the video and probably go to bed at like 11 or 12. So that's the week in the life of a lawn care content creator for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care. God bless you. We'll see you. Sorry, I gotta put some stuff down. We'll see you in the next one, and enjoy me giving Coda a little treat. Smell it. Smell. Yeah. Here you go.